Hey, 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 good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Beloveds, this is Chakra Wanda, your host for Spiritual Life Garden Radio. How are you? This is Wednesday morning over here in the Carolinas on the East Coast. It's almost about 9 a.m. So look, I'm sitting here after going through somewhat of a personal observation. And you know what? I just had to share this because possibly someone else may be going through this or may have similar thoughts. So let's talk about, or I want to talk about, Mercury retrograde. Is it real? Okay. Some of you may have heard this term, don't even know what the heck it's all about. And some of you may be, directly familiar and have been paying attention to the impacts to when this phenomenon occurs. So I want to talk to those that have been just like me, that hear the term and pretty much rejected it. I respect what's happening in God's universe. I do believe that we are, as human beings, affected by what happens in the universe as it relates to us being here on the planet. So I have no doubt of that. But whenever this phenomenon of Mercury retrograde would be known to come about, I always felt like we just get, there's this fuss and excitement or anxiousness about the whole deal. So let me just talk about what is Mercury retrograde for those that have no clue. So let's I want to hear it and got some notes together here. Uh, all right. First of all, in this year, we've had 3 periods of when Mercury retrograde will take place, and this is the 3rd period. October 31st through the 20th of 2019. All right. According to astrology, we are all influenced by the effect of Mercury in retrograde, the planet Mercury, due to the way our planet's orbit interacts with the orbits of other planets. They might sometimes appear to be traveling backward through the night sky with respect to the zodiac. This is, in fact, an illusion, which we call apparent retrograde motion. So, Mercury retrograde occurs 3 times a year. It appears as if Mercury is going backwards. These times in particular were traditionally associated with confusion, delay, and frustration, like, communication and email, fragile travel plans, things of that nature. However, this Mercury retrograde time is an excellent time to reflect on the past. And it's said that intuition is high during these periods and coincidences can be extraordinary. So the Mercury retrograde dates in this year, 2019, we went through one in March, from March 5th to the 28th, and then again July 7th through August 2nd, and now from Halloween, October 31st through November 20th. Now, here's the suggestion: what to do when Mercury is in retrograde. So the planet Mercury rules communication, travel, contracts, automobiles, and things like that. So when Mercury is retrograde, it's important that we remain flexible, allow extra time for travel, and avoid signing contracts. Double check your email responses. Check in with reservations before you take your trip. Review projects and plans at these times, but wait until Mercury is direct again to make any final decisions. You can't stop your life, but you can plan ahead. So have a backup plan and be prepared for angrier people and miscommunication. Some people blame Mercury retrograde for bad things that happen in their lives. Instead, this is a good time to sit back and review where you put your energy in your life. Oh my God. I did a I went to the studio on Monday to prepare for the upcoming shows. The show, Spiritual Life Garden, airs on Sundays at 4 p.m. You can go to my website at chakrawanda.weebly.com and click on Listen Live. So on the 10th and the 17th, I did the recordings on Monday, this past Monday. And the show for the 10th is, I'm talking about weeding your life garden. And there's some elements of information in there that will be greatly helpful that touches on what's being shared about preparing for the retrograde. So, yeah, taking a look at where you put your energies and just, for example, if family and faith, let's go back. Instead, during this time, it's great to sit back and review where you put your energy in your life. For example, if family and faith are important to you, are you putting your energies there or just overextended in other areas? Take a moment to reflect. Mercury retrograde can be excellent time to take a step back and reanalyze who you are and what you're doing. But do refrain from making any drastic changes until after retrograde has ended. So, let me just tell you what's been happening for me in the last couple of days. And then I'm going to share with you now, my astrological sign is Sagittarius. But I'm going to share with you what's been happening. So, I actually somewhat reject the idea of Mercury retrograde effects. I mean, I didn't reject the idea that Mercury retrograde is happening. This illusion of Mercury going in reverse. I'm sorry, I'm yawning so much. But I was like, okay, I hear that there's challenges with communication, and you might, feel like confusion, but I don't have to receive that as the truth for me. Okay, so here it is. I'm rejecting it, but this is what's happened. So the day I get dressed to go to the park to take a walk and to do my hooping exercise right before work, right? I've been home all day, Tuesday. I didn't have any appointments. I'm typically off Sunday through Tuesday anyway. So I'm chilling, and I'm feeling kind of more lethargic than usual. So I'm chilling because my schedule is pretty busy starting today for the rest of the week, starting Wednesday through Saturday. I'm slammed. So I said, let me get enough rest as much as I can. So first thing this first thing that showed up was on Monday. I noticed my engine light came on. Now, I just bought this car in August, and so far I've had one flat tire, or a tire that almost was going down, and then I had to go get a new battery, Okay, so it's a 2016, I got it from CarMax. I was able to get those things corrected. But then Monday I get a, check engine light, and it has to do with either the gas cap wasn't put back on tight or something else. I was like, oh man, I was on the way to a workshop and I saw the light. I said, okay, I don't want to take any chance. Let me go on home because I feel better if I'm home. So I go, and the next day, I call about it to CarMax, and they said, just let a couple of cycles go by to see if it'll go off. If not, come in. So that means, turning the car off and on and driving about. So it hasn't been a couple of days. So I didn't leave yesterday. So I'm going to give that a chance. So this morning I feel a little blah, but I'm thinking I'll feel better once I walk and exercise. So I get in the car and then I go to the light and I realize when I look at the car, the time was 9:17. I was like, oh my God, I gotta be to work at 10. I said to myself, I wasted too much time getting out of the house. I told you I felt lethargic. I'm like, blah, I know that if I exercise, I'll feel better. So now I'm back at the house. I look at the clock. It's only 8:30. I forgot to reset the clock in the car. Okay, so I throw my hands up. All right, I give in. This Mercury retrograde is real as far as I've been stubborn, not paying attention. Yes, the energy is real. Okay. So what do we do about that? So I did a little research here. Hold on, let me get to that page. I did a little research. And I went in here to look up ways to get through this by the horoscope. Now I'm going to look at Sagittarius. Oh boy. And I may also post this full video, on my website so that you could tap into it and get the information about the rest of the suggestions for all of the horoscopes. Well, you know what? It's not long, so let me go in here. Let me do this. I'm going to go through all of them. So when Mercury enters retrograde motion within the range of dates for a given astrological sign, beware of the listed effects. Aquarius. Friendships are put at risk. Petty squabbles, misunderstandings, and miscommunications abound. Know who your friends are. Pisces. Foggy thinking, daydreams, escapism are the norm. Day-to-day realities confound otherwise clear heads. When Mercury, the planet that rules logic, is in Pisces, which governs illusion, practice creative pursuits. Writing, dancing, photography, film, or painting. Aries, expect to be frustrated and frazzled. Impulsive Aries wants to move ahead and all the energy is going backward. Watch what you say and how you say it. Pay attention to what people say to you. You might be pleasantly surprised. Taurus, take time to formulate your thoughts. Taurus, an unhurried sign, slows down the mental processes. He also governs banking, so delay money matters. Review financial matters and position yourself for growth. Now, Gemini, be prepared for miscommunication. Expect lots of phone calls or none, and lost or misplaced mail. You may not articulate clearly, and gossip abounds. Old friends may reconnect. Cancer. Expect annoyances at home with baking and gardening and household duties. Under domesticated Cancer. Complete repair projects that weren't finished or done correctly. Leo, avoid speculative investments. It is not a good time to buy and sell or do any trading. Instead, analyze your investment portfolio. Use your know-how and advisory skills to help friends and associates. Virgo, challenging situations arise, especially in the workplace. Expect product delays and equipment breakdowns, as well as crankiness among co-workers under finicky, detail-oriented Virgo. Double check your work before you call it finished. Libra, accept your physical attributes. Do not have a makeover. Indecision reigns, so limit purchases or risk taking or risk returning them. Libra, representing beauty, grace, charm, and diplomacy, is out of balance. Refresh, relax, and rejuvenate. Scorpio, emotions rule, not common sense, so beware. Avoid affairs of the heart. Passionate Scorpio is also secretive, and your secrets may seep out. Keep them in a diary. Sagittarius, no, let me put that last. Capricorn, Avoid buying, selling, or renting real estate under Capricorn, the sign that governs prosperity matters. Expect problems with paperwork, packing, and movers. Reunite with family or vacation at home. And Sagittarius, it is not a time to travel. So reschedule or expect delays, lines, and lost directions. Instead, take care of local affairs. Patience and a sense of humor are needed. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful for you. For those of us who have rejected the feelings around the idea of being affected by Mercury retrograde, I put my white flag up and I accept the reality. Blessings to each and every one of you. Do stay tuned to Spiritual Life Garden Radio, coming on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can go to my website at chakrawanda.weebly.com. It's listed in the bio. I look forward to connecting with you real soon. Be sure to listen to last Sunday's show. The replay is posted part 1 and 2 on my website. Blessings to each and every one of you.